You can never tell me. You can never tell me. I won't rise.
What's cracking? What's cracking?
Let me get to my script. Let me just rip through this. What's going on, everybody? J Faith here. We'll intro everybody in a second. Just want to say, make sure appreciate everybody. God bless as always. Make sure you follow us Instagram, Right Mind Podcast, Facebook. We're on TikTok as well. Right Mind Podcast, all the same. Try to keep it easy. Try to keep it simple for everybody.
Try to keep it simple, baby.
Streaming on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Check out the website, www.rightmindpodcast.com. Very simple, again, as always. We recently started this guy. What's up? We are live right now. Crispy doing a little quick reel. Check us out. Trying to bring people in. Say what's up. Make connections through conversations. Yeah, so on our website, we started a new blog. I don't know if you guys have checked it out yet. I know you guys are very busy, but started a new blog. Just kind of summarizing some of the past episodes that we've had as just, additional content for us.
Where is it? On the website?
Yep. So rightmindpodcast.com, and then you can go to our right mind recap section, and you will check out just our recaps. I know some people like to read stuff. There's additional information and insights into what is on there. So it's a little bit different than the episode, as it kind of just gives a little bit more information and, again, some kind of feedback reflecting after the episode came out. So be sure to check that out. Shout out to For His Glory, IV His Glory. Be sure to get 15% off. Promo code J_Faith official. Glorify God everywhere. What is going on, guys? How is everybody doing? Once Crispy gets his mic together.
Check, 1, 2. I'm fixing my mic. Sorry, it wasn't screwed in all the way. It was like flopping around. I was like, dude, I'm going to break this thing today.
Yeah. Sounds like my brain.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Facts, dude.
Just not screwed in all the way.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I can hear you on the side.
Yeah. No, it's not screwed in all the way, but it's in as far as it's going to go.
This guy. What are we going to do with Crispy?
I don't know. What aren't we going to do with Crispy?
I don't know. How's everybody doing? What's going on?
Pretty good. Look
at the new rose, bro.
Yeah,
That's good. Look good, feel good, baby.
Yes,
what
sir.
it do, partner?
I'm tired.
Yeah. How's work been?
It's been good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just same shit every day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't complain about it.
There
Like, I have
hot as shit in a warehouse like that.
Hot.
Yeah, is it hot in that warehouse?
Yeah. Depending on where you are, like, there's like some days where, I mean, it's cooler, but it's still hot in there, and there should be AC on. But like when it's hot, like there is AC on, but like in certain spots, if there isn't a fan on you, like you're gonna be hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
But
can you tell whoever is in Amazon to not say that something is delivered until I act like it's actually in the spot that it needs to be in? He's like, what are you talking about? No, because I've had multiple packages that I've had delivered to my job, and every single time it's like, oh, it's delivered, and I check the 2 spaces that it normally would be in, and it's never there.
Maybe they should check the people that they're hiring.
And I'm like, yo, like, what the heck, man? I've gone the past. So the recent one, and I have 2 more coming tomorrow. The recent one was delivered yesterday. Yesterday was the first, right? Yeah. I'm just so off on days.
Yeah, dude.
Was delivered yesterday. I've checked probably 5 times and still haven't found it.
Wow.
But yeah, so I had two packages that were delivered on yesterday. Oh, geez. 2 packages that were delivered yesterday.
Yeah.
The one that I'm looking for was delivered technically first. Why they didn't just put it in the same box when I ordered it at the same time, I have no idea. I'll never understand Amazon.
2 different warehouses.
Oh yeah, probably. And then the second one came in relatively.
Like you ordered it the same day, right?
Yeah.
So it should have been packed in the same box.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't.
Logically, yes.
Logically, yes. But then I didn't really click the option to do that either. Like, oh, save space and packages or whatever. Like, there's an option at the bottom.
You can do that?
Yeah, there's an option at the bottom. I didn't do that. I just figured it would show up. Anyways, so first package that said it was arrived is the one that I'm still looking for. The second one that came after was in the spot that it should have been in. And I'm like, Okay, you brought the first one, same exact address. Why is it not in the same place? How does it get diverted into different spaces?
Yo, I've never heard of that happening.
It's like the fourth time that it's happened. And maybe I am doing it to myself by continuing to have packages delivered to my job. But
yeah, definitely. I mean, at some point, it does fall on you, Jay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, if you get it right one time,
why would you screw it up the next?
Why on the same day?
By the same person?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Because it gets delivered to a different building, and then I have to go get it, which I'm fine with that. It's cool because I know where it's gonna be.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and it's not. And it's like, oh, it's delivered. I'm like, well, I still don't have it.
Yeah.
So I gotta check. I'll check tomorrow morning, but I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
It is what it is.
I mean, I can't speak for the minds of the drivers because I'm not a driver. You know, I don't
Talk
know.
to him, man. You on the inside. You are
but
the
I mean,
man on the
if
inside.
I was the driver, I'd get it right. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Just do better. Do better.
Do better. Be different and do better.
Do better.
Crispy, how's things, man?
Yeah, it's all right. No, like, I don't know. They're doing good. I don't even know. You know what I mean? They're doing good.
I feel like
I'm busy. I'm busy.
Busy.
Like next 2 months, bro.
But that's a good thing, right?
No bookings. It is. And I said a couple months ago, dude, when we were talking about it, and I was like, no, I'm Gucci because I know it's coming. It's in a full effect, bro. It's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's here. It ain't going anywhere for the next 2-3 months. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Strap in, put my cowboy boots on, dude. Let's get to work, baby.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Love the late nights, early mornings, dude.
There you go. Yeah.
How's Jay? What's up? How's Jay
What's
doing?
up?
What's up, Jay?
Well, I was gonna say, I feel like the response to I'm okay is like, I know that's been always my typical response.
Yeah.
You just,
I mean, it could always be worse. It could always be better. But like, if you look at the realm of it, I'm good.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? The realm of it, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I'm always the same way too.
We're just our own worst critics,
like,
our own worst enemies, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah. We've talked. Yeah. I'm good. I'm actually really good. Today was a really good day. Really good day for me. Easy, oddly enough, with the kids.
Dude, hey.
But I'll take it. A win is a win.
Maybe these 100-degree days tired them out finally.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. They were engaged. They were doing activities.
Go to sleep.
Dude, they're like 11 years old. They're not going to sleep. They're driving me up a wall in a good way. That's just the age.
They keep you young, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, they've been engaged in, the stuff that we've been doing, which is weird, but
that's good.
Good. They're doing the activities.
It's a grace of God right there, man. God, dude.
Yeah, man. No, I feel like I've been tapped in a little bit better lately, especially by God, which is cool.
Yeah.
Dropped a new single yesterday. Be sure to check out Day One. You can grab the merch as well too on my store, jfaithofficialmusic.com, jfaithofficialmusic.com. Check that out.
Streaming on all platforms.
NyQuil?
Spotify, Apple Music,
Get him.
Pastor.
Get him.
Deezer,
Get him.
Amazon Music.
Where else, baby?
Here, I don't know.
YouTube, dude. The music video, baby.
That's on YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
All right, Pastor, you're going to have to explain NyQuil for me.
NyQuil?
He put NyQuil and the hiding face.
You give the kids NyQuil. You Pastor, you can't be giving kids NyQuil.
Oh, okay, I'm catching up.
Wait a sec. Pastor,
See, I'm on the delay.
That was out of left field, bro. Why? Like, come on. That's something I would say. Just rub tequila on their gums real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you. I'm following. I forget that there's a delay with the streaming. So the kid, see the kids.
yeah. See?
No, you're right. That's fair.
Yo, that's some big mama stuff right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, dude? Your Graham, how'd you get him go to sleep? A little bit of verm on his gums, passed right out. It's like, dude, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, facts.
But
yeah, Day One
is juicy juice, dude. That got savage, bro.
Yeah, this guy. Eye roll, Pastor with the eye roll. Day One is out. Officially streaming everywhere. Video is out as well. Shout out.
It's a phenomenal song.
Shout out to this guy right here for putting the video out. Appreciate you. This guy.
I didn't put his video.
I tried, man. It took a while, dude. That was a very stressful music video, but I'm glad it was you that I was doing it with, just because like you know me. You were able to coach me through it, and you were like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. This is what I want. We'll see what you know what I mean. Just take your time. We got this. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like so, I just want to thank you, dude. That like
man.
For the way you helped me get through it. Because I've never done a choppy music video like that. You know what I mean? Not to that extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually it's a little less choppy. So once I was able to figure it out, and that's because of your direction. I'm just want to say thank you on that, dude.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's how we learn and grow, man. That's how we learn and grow.
Definitely.
Shout out to pastors watching. Shout out on Facebook for allowing us to have the space.
Right there.
We appreciate you. Thank you. And making a cameo.
Yes.
Whether people know it or not, I won't say where the cameo is, but I appreciate you just letting us use that space. Video came out super dope.
Definitely.
Super excited. So yeah, check out Day One. Grab your merch as well. It's available everywhere. But yeah, things are good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I just feel really good. We got a couple playlist spots for the song too. A couple Christian playlists as well too. So excited about that. Yeah,
that's even better, dude. You know what I mean, dude? Like you on the playlist is dope. The fact that the Christian playlist is like even doper.
Yeah, dude. It
intensifies the dopeness, dude.
Yeah. It's a big playlist too. There's a lot of songs on it, but
that's what's up.
It's cool. I'm excited for it. I had a little hiccups when we first dropped it, but
yeah, whatever.
That's okay. I used the new distributor for the music. I didn't use distro.
All right.
I used what's called Offstep. Yeah. It is an off-brand, not an off-brand, but it's a connector to 1RPM. So 1RPM has become an invite-only kind of platform. I originally put out apartments on through there. And then they kind of switched up their platform. So they have kind of a side one. So 1RPM is invite only now, which I'm a little bummed because with Offstep, you can't upload your music videos to Apple. Whereas 1RPM, I could. That's how I got voicemails on there.
Right.
I mean, my music is still up there. Like obviously apartments is still up there. But
with it.
Yeah, I would have loved to put Day One. I'm still trying to see. Maybe I have to just research it. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong spot. But either way, it's so cool. Song's out. Check it out. Day One. And shout out to Mertz. Oh my gosh. Shout out Mertz.
Yeah, Mertz
produced it.
Phenomenal job.
Super dope, man. We also have some behind the scenes.
Too, right?
Yep. Mixed and mastered at the Bridge Sound and Stage. We just dropped on my YouTube channel as well. Kind of a little behind the scenes of Mertz putting the beat together. So be sure to check that out as well too. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, on to our regularly scheduled programs. I'm glad to hear that you guys are doing good, doing well.
Yeah, definitely.
Despite everything, definitely. I know summer can get pretty hot, can get pretty busy.
Just stay hydrated, baby.
Yeah.
I hate water. I hate drinking it. It doesn't quench my thirst, but you know what? Keeps the body moving, man.
Gotta do it.
So, you know what? We're drinking the water.
Gotta do it.
We're drinking the H2O, baby.
Gotta do it. So yeah, so let's kick this thing off. Kind of ties into what you were kind of talking about, when we first kicked this whole thing off is, and I know I do it too, is just kind of expecting the worst during good times.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I didn't even know I was feeling like that until I came in. You guys asked me how I was feeling. And like I said off camera, you know what I mean? It literally just went bloop and just came out. And I was like, okay, I guess we're feeling this way. You know what I mean? But I'm like calm and cool about it. I'm not like stressed out about it like I would have been before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's this, like literally, I didn't even have that thought until you guys asked. You know what I mean? But it's crazy though, because we do it. Like, I mean, I do it all the time. It's when things go good for so long, you're almost expecting them a halt or a hiccup or a hill of some point. Because like that's literally what's happened for the last 36 years of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's one. Well, I mean, let's get biblical for a second. That's literally scripture though, which is crazy. And I literally just thought of this as you were just talking. Is one is biblical because there's a time for everything.
Yeah,
time to be sad,
definitely.
time to be happy. So, what I mean is, I think there's almost comfort in knowing that there is going to be some rough times that could come, but also I think it's an opportunity for us to ask God and just say, hey, I appreciate that everything is going great right now. I recognize that everything is going great now. Right now, I can't even talk. Jeez. But I got fireworks going. Let's go.
Nice, dude.
But
It's almost the 4th of July. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Let's get it up there.
I didn't mean to cut you off. So
No, you're good. But use it as an opportunity to be like, hey, just prepare me.
Yeah.
For when that time comes, because I know that there is a time for everything.
I mean, I hope it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I hope it stays.
I'm not here to wish it upon you.
No. But it's just like it's just.
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that to myself. You
Oh,
know
I do
what I mean?
too.
Why it's like that? Like why? Like things are going good. I've been living in the present more recently. Like actual present itself.
Important.
You know what I mean? Absorbing more. I've been learning more. The business is going good. Like life's good. I'm not fucking depressed. You know what I mean? I haven't been for a couple months now, which is phenomenal.
Word,
you know what I mean?
That's good to hear.
I've been on a couple, like literally everything's going good. You know what I mean? And just now it's in the back of my mind, dude. It's like,
yeah, you had a good podcast with EDJ.
it's coming, dude. So I want to go back on and I want to continue, boom, from that on, dude. From where we ended. If you hadn't checked it out, please go check it out. It talks about not a lot, but it touches on some of my trauma, my depression, and how I've overcome that and come to terms with a lot of bad stuff that's happened in my life. I feel like it's definitely a pod that I don't know if you'll need to hear it, but you know what? There's a lot of good gems in there about mental health. So if you get them on, please go and check that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways,
EDJ
yeah,
podcast.
I always messed up. EDJ. I gotta say it like mad slow, dude. You know what I mean? It doesn't just flow. I don't know why it doesn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't get why, like, as humans we do that though. Like, why can't we just truly be in the present? You know what I mean? Obviously it takes practice and you can be, but I don't know. Like I said, I didn't even know I was feeling that way until you guys asked me. So
yeah, I get you.
Apparently I was supposed to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
is what it is. I don't hide from that shit no more. I really don't. I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's a leg up.
I got a bigger judger. I got to worry about what other people are going to think about me, dude. That's why I call it like it is. That's why I speak on the pod I was on, dude. I was fired up, bro, the whole time. I didn't care. Yo, come at me. Say in the chat that I don't care no more, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You can't tell me it didn't work because it works. I'm here. I'm living. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. Yeah, I know for me, not that my life was hard, but there was definitely a lot of emotional moments where, you think things are going well, and then all of a sudden somebody, you just get hit with the wall.
Like, and it's not like just getting hit with a wall, dude. You get like 4 cinder blocks to the face, one after one. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, bro. Like, that was like 6 hits, bro. 6 days in a row. Yeah, what are we doing there? We're doing good. Yeah.
And so, I just, I was always expecting the ball to fall. Yeah. I get into relationships. When are we breaking up? Yeah. Like in my head, I'm like, when's it coming?
Expiration date?
Yeah. When's it coming? Music is going good. When is, when is my mic going to die or my laptop going to die or, people are going to stop following or, whatever that case may be. When is that negative thing going to happen? Because it always happens.
Right.
So when is it happening?
Right.
Right. And I think we, lose sight of the good moments that are happening. So it's good that you said, you're trying to be more present.
Yeah,
you're
definitely
am. You're, again, I do the same thing. You're kind of waiting for the ball to drop, but at the same time, you're like, no, I'm still here.
I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm obviously subconsciously I am worried about it, but I'm not worried about it. Like, it's all on the forefront of my brain. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's good, man. That's dope. Dope stuff.
You ever get like that, Life?
Yeah, not as much as I used to. I mean, I think I'm like more aware of just, I don't know, everything right now, I guess. But yeah, that's happened to me plenty times. You know what I mean? Like financially, I'd be doing great, and then I just get hit with boom, 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 boom.
Dude, that's the worst.
Car, other stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And then the car's the worst. It's like, dog, $900. That's my whole savings.
And then I feel like it takes a while, like a while to get back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't felt that way in a while though. So
no, that's good, dude.
I just try to keep in mind that like things are gonna happen, like when things are going good, like we said. But like I'm more mindful of, okay, this is what I'm gonna like when it does hit, like this, I know I'm gonna carry myself this way because I just gotta keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And not let myself like my devil on my shoulder, like get into my psyche,
right,
no, you're whatever, you suck, life.
Yeah, I mean that's real too. There is that voice that is trying
You
to
just spent $250. How do you feel now, lazy?
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you're not gonna make that money back. Like you're not gonna get it, and it's
You're
like
the worst.
No. Yeah. No, there's always that voice in your head, trying to tell you that the negative side of the situation that you're in, and you just gotta like rebuke that and kick it out because it's definitely a lie. And like they say, the devil is a lie. So just gotta keep the faith, keep pushing, and
that's the plan. That's the game plan behind everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are we perfect about it? No,
dude. I always say, dude,
not.
I say it all the time, bro. Like, I'm literally probably not literally, but I consider myself one of the worst examples as like a Christian. You know what I mean? Just because, like, I still smoke weed, I still drink, I still like do lust from time to time. Like, I still do. You know what I mean, dude?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm better in other aspects of my life because Jesus is in my life and God is in my life. You know what I mean? That is because of Him. You know what I mean? But I always say, like, people ask me, "Yo, you religious?" Like, well, I believe in God. You know what I mean? Like, would I call myself a Christian? When I hear the word Christian, I'm thinking like Jay.
I mean,
you know what I mean, dude? Someone that carries himself and represents himself like that. Like, to me, that's a true Christian. You know what I mean? Yes, you do have your flaws. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Why? Like, up here wise, and that's probably just me beating the shit out of myself. Like.
Yeah, a little bit.
I know it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus is still happy that, like, I love Him and I'm trying to, like, walk better, even though I do still smoke weed and stuff. Yeah, He doesn't want me to do that. You know what I mean? I'll probably get to a point where I won't do that shit no more, and that'll be because of Him.
But
you know what I mean?
But it's
not going to hurt my life. You know what I mean? By not doing that shit. You know what I mean? So I always say I'm the worst example of a Christian.
But that's the difference, and that's God in you saying, I want to get to that point, and that it's not going to bother me. Whereas I'm sure, I don't know, a year and a half ago, that may not have been the words that came out of your mouth. Right, you know what I mean? So I think in that, like, don't kick yourself in the back so hard, sometimes.
Angela tells me that all the time. She's like, no. She's like, you may not be a perfect Christian, but you are a good Christian. She's like, yo, you listen to Christian podcast every morning. You do this. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, Angela's an amazing human being. We send like reels and shit back and forth all day, dude. Just like,
and again, look at the Crispy a year and a half ago. It's not the same
wild,
dude,
bro. You know what I mean? It is all God. It really is. I know that.
Yeah, man. And again, it's kind of one of those things. Like you can see people and be like, oh yeah, they're a good Christian, but sometimes there's things that go behind closed doors that we don't know about, and then it pops up, and then you're like, okay, so maybe they're not like but again, the Christian that we thought they were. But I mean, we're all imperfect, and we all have the things that we struggle with. I still have things that I struggle with, and I know guys from church that are still struggling with certain things, and they've been in it longer than I have. And
definitely. I'm sure a lot of them are.
And we share
our flaws.
Yeah, and we share that stuff. But it's it's one thing to recognize it and make attempts to try to fix it, and then there's just this is just who I am, and I'm just not gonna try to change whatsoever.
Like, I may drink, but I drink less. You know what
it's
I mean?
A start,
like, we're getting there.
It's a start.
We're getting there. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? We'll get there one day. I promise.
It's a start, man. It's like, I think I told you guys this story, and I'll definitely make it long story less long. Long Blue Cat.
Here we go, dude.
No. Hear me out.
Yo, get ready. Get your
I'm gonna give you five or less points. Long Blue Cat met a dude, said he found Christ and was making changes, was addicted to like hard drugs, but he's like, nah, I smoke weed, and eventually at some point I'm not going to be at that point, so it's like he's leveling, he's like, I know at some point I'm not going to need this. So 5 or less points, get off me, bro.
Boom,
bam.
That is long story less long.
That was like, what, 20 seconds?
Now, why can't you always do that, Jay? Why can't you always do that when you say a long story less long?
Because I like to tell stories.
I like to tell stories.
I like to tell my stories.
Well, send in a voice memo, man. Don't make me read that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But even the voice memos you don't like to listen to.
Crispy's dyslexic, dude. All right.
But even the voice memos, you're like, oh, I'm not listening to this all. It's like a 5-minute voice note. You're like, nah, I'm not even gonna touch this one.
You'd be like,
It's
Jay,
too
what are you
long.
doing?
At least I'm honest about it, though. I don't lie. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not listening to that, dude.
So now I'm just
Is
like,
anything
yo,
in there important? Because I'm not listening to this, dude.
I-
At least I'm honest about
Yeah,
it.
I
You
know.
know what
No,
I
no.
mean, dude?
That's
And
why
if
I-
you said, yeah, there was, then okay. I'm like, I guess I got to listen to a 5-minute voice message. Even though I don't want it, but there's important stuff in there, so I got to listen to it.
so I try to keep it to real time. It's like a minute and a half. Best
Yeah,
quality
I
time. Minute
appreciate
and
the
a half.
sacrifices you
90
made in your
seconds.
texting abilities towards me. all right?
90-second
I
voice
appreciate you,
memos
brother.
or less, so Crispy can have the
It's
attention
ADHD,
span.
dude.
So listen to
Sometimes
it.
I'll be at work and be like, I'm just gonna listen when I get home.
Yeah.
And then he never listens to it.
Never listen to it, dude. And then coming to a pod and Jay like, so we're gonna do this. Like, no, we're not. Dude, I don't. Yes. Dude, it's right. Nah, I
was
never
in the
listened to
message.
that, dude.
Yeah. Bro, I said it in the message. What message? The 5-minute one. Oh yeah, I didn't listen to that one.
All that.
You're
I
like,
caught
oh,
about
yeah.
a minute and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
That counts for something, right?
Yeah, Crispy's
Now-
like, yeah,
now
you gotta get me in
scream
the first.
The
But
screen
now-
went black and the voice message stopped, so I said, forget it, dude.
But now I read everything and now I listen to everything.
Hmm.
So
I try to keep it shorter.
now
I
I'm
try
more
to
in
be-
tune,
I try
everybody.
to
I
be-
did better.
Better at it. I still suck.
No, I do that because I'm the same way. If somebody sends me 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, I need the appropriate time for this because what I'm doing right now is not
dude,
my headspace
that's
for
what it is, you know. And then I forget, dude. If it makes you feel any better, yo, Murph and B, I'll do the same thing. Wake up 34 text messages, like, dog. I'll read. I'll read what the screen shows when I open the message, but that's it, dude.
Yeah, there's so much like subcontext like below because it's such a long message. Be like, yeah, no,
I can't let them know I read this.
No, my shit's shut off, dude. You can't see if I read mine or not.
yeah, I
I
turned mine
shut my
off too.
read receipts off, dude. You don't need to know if I left you on red.
Yeah, I turned mine off
Because
too.
guarantee
Yeah,
I left
mine
you on
out.
red and you're gonna take it personal. And I probably, dude, I got ADHD. I probably was in the middle of walking upstairs
Mhm.
from being downstairs from smoking a cigarette. Okay, I probably walked upstairs, was like, yo, I gotta pee. I put my phone on the table, went pee, and was like, oh yeah, that's right. I was editing those photos, and then when you know what I mean. Now you're left on red. Now you're mad
Yeah.
because I literally a
Just
squirrel.
literally got bad. Yeah,
Literally, a squirrel.
I do that enough at work. I'll go get something and then
Yeah.
I'll walk back into the room and then just completely forget what I was doing. And then I had to go back to where I was to get the actual thing that I was doing.
I've gone to the
Jake.
grocery store and been like,
Damn,
I know I need stuff
Like
here.
I have
That's
a list.
I know I
It's
need
like-
stuff here.
It's like
but-
you have a list.
So I
but
never
then-
make a list, but anyways, like I know I need something here, but oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm having hamburgers tonight. That's what I need. I need the hamburger stuff or something. You know what I mean? It's the ADHD in me, bro.
Nah, see, I haven't gotten that bad, but usually I just start thinking of something. Like I'll be like, I'm gonna go into the closet, grab the bleach so I can make the bleach bottles.
Right.
And then I'll leave and then I'll walk past the cabinet because I start thinking of something or I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
So I completely walk past the cabinet. I'll get to my office, which is in the gym.
Yeah.
You've been there, or you know where the gym is. And then I'll be like, wait, what am I doing? Oh, I gotta go and get the bleach. That's why I came out of the game
That's the
room.
a squirrel moment, bro. It's ADHD,
And
bro.
then I do it. Yeah. And then I grab it and then I go back and then I don't know. I just
Or
always
ADD, whatever one it is, dude. It's that,
Yeah.
That's what it is. Ooh, squirrel.
So
I
bad.
call it ooh, squirrel. That's what I call it. Because that's what it is. Ooh, squirrel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dude?
Mhm.
You ever see a dog just like mind his own business and then ooh, a squirrel
All of a sudden-
beeline
Yeah.
it, dude? Ooh, a squirrel. That's
gone.
right. That's what I call it. Ooh, ooh, a
Mhm.
squirrel moments.
Yeah, facts. Facts on facts. Yeah.
I can't believe we haven't made a song called that yet.
What?
Squirrel.
Ooh, squirrels.
Ooh, a squirrel. Something as simple as that, you know what I mean? We got to overcomplicate everything. And okay.
I'm just saying, dude, Baby Shark was a hit, dude.
Yeah.
Baby Shark smashed, dude.
Yeah.
I hated that song, dude. And it would play on repeat, dude. And it was
Dude, it's annoying.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that dubstep version is the way to go.
No.
At least you get a vibe to it.
dude, I don't even want to hear
That's
that,
actually
all
pretty.
right?
Like it starts off normal, but then it just goes into. Yeah.
Right? You're like, ah, okay. Maybe for half a second.
Maybe for half a second. Exactly. dude.
He's like, that's all you're getting. My attention span is shot.
No, with my luck, it would come on when I already used my 6 skips because I got the free version. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
Be able to skip it. That's Crispy's luck, dude.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find a way to like hack into Crispy's phone and just like take away all the skip options so that when you just hit a song, you're just like, ah, every single time.
That's wild, dude.
Man.
That's savage.
That's
dude.
like a savage thing to wish on your like enemy.
Yeah.
There's like things you could like stepping on a Lego,
Ruthless, dude.
like taking away all the skips on freeze. Crispy's like,
I usually say like, yo, I hope when you go to like coffee, like a little fart comes out. You know what I mean? Like I say stupid stuff like that. Or like, yo, you choking a chicken bone, but right as you're about to pass out, you honk it up. You're good. Nothing's wrong. You're good. You're not harmed.
damn,
You just had a
that's
little
savage.
moment. You know what I mean, dude? Because you're gonna breathe for 10 seconds, dude.
Just
You're good. Now you're
gasping
goosey, bro.
for
Sit down, drink
air.
some water. You're fine, dude. Just relax.
Good.
Chew your food before you swallow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my buddy, I was looking at him and thing, my buddy, because we play Pokemon Go, I don't care. And we were doing a bunch of raids this past weekend to get like really good Pokemon and stuff. And I sent him all the ones that I got, and he sent me one. It's a legendary, but it's like a perfect legendary.
Right,
like it's highest stats you can get. And I was like, dude, I freaking got 6 of them.
Right.
And like 2 of them are like close, but not
No cigar.
no cigar.
No cigar.
So I texted. So to my point is, I texted him and I was like, dude, I hope you get hit in the shin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like by a kid.
it's like stupid. Or like, yo, I hope next time you go to fart, it's not a fart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
Mhm.
Like, that's not like, yo, shit in your pants is not gonna harm you. It's a little embarrassing, but whatever, dude.
Yeah, I know. I had some kids. We went on a trip, and literally, so we went snow tubing, and the entire trip, every time we would go up the ramp to go back down to the to sled or whatever, they just kept going back and forth. Oh, I hope this happens, but it'd be like, again, like just like we're saying, like worst case scenarios, but nothing that would be like dangerously harmful, but enough to, just be enough.
Yeah.
Where just major inconvenience, but
just
not
yeah,
harmful.
exactly. Just a little inconvenience, dude. That's it.
I'm like, dude, you guys are savage.
Like, I hope you stub your baby toe. You know what I mean? Not break it, just stub it, dude.
Yeah, literally. It was just like little stuff like that. I'm like, dude, you guys are bad. But then they were just going off on like a tangent. Like when I take my buddy's parking spot, which I don't do anymore, he's like, yo, I hope like you come outside and like your windshield is smashed.
Oh, that's wild.
Or like your car is on cinder blocks. He's like, I'm gonna put your car on cinder blocks. I'm like, dude, I'd like to see you try to put my truck on cinder blocks. Go ahead. Oh, I'd be so mad. He's like, oh, I'd be having like a ding in your door when you come outside. I'm like, I'm never taking your parking spot.
Yeah, exactly, right?
So
you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, facts. Yo, great movie.
I don't know about y'all, but like me and my friends, when I was a kid, he'd be like, I hope you get hit by a bus. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah, he just went straight for it.
That was me and my homies back in the day, dude. We were ruthless, but then I learned at a very young age that words have power. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They may not have power, but like you could say some shit happens, and then you're like, fuck, dude, I'd be like a dick ass about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I wished my dad death to his face. He was dying anyways, but still though, like he died through his, like I still kind of felt bad because I said that to him. You know what I mean? So like, so like, dude, but yeah, when we were younger, we were ruthless, bro, dude, ruthless, dude. Like I hope someone kicks you in the ball sack or some shit.
Yeah. We didn't. Now, I mean, nowadays everybody
we were ruthless. Now I just do minor inconveniences, dude. You know what I mean? Like I hope that red light changes a little quicker than it usually does. So it's red. You have to wait. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, I hope that every light that you hit is like
red.
Green and then just immediately turns red.
Red immediately
Every single time.
Yo,
Tommy's coming, red. You know what I'm saying, dude?
The first thing I think about when I see someone speeding on the highway, I'm like, I hope you get pulled over.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I always say, let me know if there's cops up ahead.
Oh yeah, when I see somebody doing that,
and then I'm like, yo, especially on a bike, I'm like, yo, look at this jackass, but please, like, let nothing happen to him.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get a mile down the road, dude, and see this dude skidded out or some shit.
Oh man,
it happens.
I seen it, dude. Well, not like actual seen it, but I forget where I was driving home from recently, but I was on the highway, minding my own business, right, cruising. All of a sudden, slowing right down, whatever. It was an off ramp, and you just saw a car and a bike on its side, and I was like, I hope that person is okay.
Yeah,
like I really hope nothing is seriously wrong. Like even if he was driving like a jackass, I still generally hope nothing is wrong with him, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I always start
like people crash on bikes, bro. It's a lot of times, bro. They get or it's fatal, dude. Very fatal. You know what I mean? So I just hope.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I always like make sure I'm like, yo, please, like, they may be an asshole right now, but still, like, don't let them crash.
Right.
Like, let them get pulled over or some shit, like a minor inconvenience. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm like, I don't wish death
No.
on people. I just, you know, even again, like you said, even if you're just being a jerk and stuff, like, you know, just get pulled over. Like, but you know, I would never. Like,
yeah, minor inconvenience, dude.
Well, my friend from college, she died on her bike.
Yeah.
She was on 95. I don't know where. I found out like randomly because mutual friends. She had like a post on her picture was her cover photo on Facebook was like, I think her grave marker or something on the highway. You know, they do those little grave markers. And I was like, wait, what? And then I start reading the name. I'm like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. So then I looked it up and it was like, like died on her bike. Like she was, it didn't really say, you know, speeding or whatever, but you know, it just said she was on 95.
Dude,
she had a motorcycle accident.
Idiots, bro. Other people are idiots. People do not know how to drive nowadays. Years ago, I wanted a bike, and I was just like, you know what? Sometimes I didn't trust myself to dump it or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't trust, like, other people. You see how people drive nowadays? Like, yo, even if I had my bike license, I would not ride a bike at all in this generation. Just wouldn't do it, dude. People are too stupid, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes. I mean, it goes both ways too. I mean, I've seen a lot of.
Does.
I mean, we know.
It definitely goes both ways. You know, it's not always on the person in the car.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is the bike guy. You know what I mean? He's going a little fast, loses control. Very easy. All you do is catch a pebble. At 110 miles an hour, you catch a pebble, you're done.
Yeah.
Done, dude. I don't care how experienced you are.
I just don't like the lane splitters. I don't like the lane splitters. That's my only thing.
I get like
only thing. I understand it, but I hate it.
On the highway, I don't like it because it makes me nervous.
Oh yeah.
In traffic, I fully support lane splitting. In traffic, I fully support it.
Yeah.
Because people are fucking idiots, dude. They have nothing to protect them, bro. If they're sitting still, dude, and someone slams into them at 30 miles an hour, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because they're texting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
At like red lights or heavy traffic, like go at Hampton when it's backed up. Yeah, dude. You know what? Drive down that middle. I don't even care. You know what? I'll see you coming. I'll scooch over a little bit if I can. You know, like they
to give them room. To give them room, or it's a
to give them room. To give them room.
Okay.
The reason why they do the lane split in situations like that is because it's a safety thing.
So people can see them.
Right. You know, that's what it is, bro. Like,
or they pull up
flying down the highway, dude.
Oh yeah, you're just
in like rush hour traffic, lane splitting. Nah, dude, that makes me real nervous. I don't like.
Right, because half the time I don't hear them coming.
No,
and then all of a sudden, like I'm thinking about changing a lane, and then like as I'm kind of looking, they're already like wrapping around my truck, cutting in front of me, and I'm like, dude, I didn't even.
Yeah, didn't even see.
Like,
you.
Thank God I didn't
even see
actually switch.
That's why I'm like strongly against. So they have limitations on how loud their exhaust can be. And I don't ride a bike, but I'm extremely against putting any limitation on their exhaust because I don't know how many times personally I've been driving and a Harley's been around me. I could not see him, but I could hear him, and I was like, "Yo, I'm just gonna stay right where I am."
Yeah,
I hear him. I'm not moving.
Yeah,
I'm not. And the next thing you know, like you said, he pulls out and goes around me and then cuts back in the front. Cool, no problem. I didn't just kill that dude because I heard him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more
like I get why they put the limitations on it because like you'll see the ordinance, the vibrations off the walls, setting off alarm clock.
Yeah,
like I get it and I understand at the same time, but I don't know how many times like hearing those pipes could have saved that dude's life.
Yeah, I mean it's like fire trucks and
because
stuff,
I stayed right where I was. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean it's like fire trucks. You know, they're emergency vehicles. You have they're very loud and they can be pretty deafening too.
Right.
You know, but there's a purpose.
It's coming
because you need to hear them coming. So same thing for a bike.
I need to be able to hear him coming, dude.
For safety, Yeah. No, that makes sense. They should.
Especially with a lot of these vehicles nowadays. You got all 4 windows up. You ain't hearing shit outside, dog.
Oh yeah, they got like the comfort, like quietness and everything else, and keep your sound in, and sound systems are better. You know, stock now.
Right.
So
I want to hear that motherfucker.
Yeah,
I do. I want to hear him.
No, for sure.
I don't care if I can't see him. I at least want to hear him.
Yeah, and you can have your volume low. Like I've had my volume low. I'm like, dude, I don't hear this fire truck for nothing. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think in retrospect, it's just about their safety.
61 half dozen. Yeah, no, that's what it is. That's why they split lanes in traffic. It's a safety thing. Unless you're on the highway driving like jackasses, dude, then they're just being speed race demons. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I've heard that.
But yeah, I have no problem with them splitting lanes in traffic, dude. Just do it respectfully.
Yeah.
Don't be flying down the center of it, dude. If every single car ain't moving, there's no reason for you to be going 30 past me, dude.
Yeah.
Coast past me.
Be smart about it.
Coast past me, dude.
Mhm.
Give a little, and be smart about it. Be respectful about it too. You know what I mean? Like, yo, realistically, all those cars could just go, and you ain't lane splitting nothing, dude.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're stuck in traffic like the rest of us, dude.
Yeah.
So,
Literally. So, just be safe out there, guys. Please.
Facts, always.
Just be safe. So we got. All right, staying confident through dry seasons in creative spaces, or like when we're not going viral. Like, so how?
So I've never gone viral, so.
Or like,
We'll start there.
I mean, we talk about we'll say like, during the winter, like, I mean, at least in your instance,
So
the busy season versus non-busy season. And
it's just about strengthening your mental, man. Like, you got to understand, like, every business ever has slow periods.
For sure.
No one's ever busy 24/7. Think about it. Like, Dunkin' Donuts sells more iced coffee in the summertime than they do probably in the wintertime. Why? Because people, you know what I mean, dude?
Mhm.
Like, so with seasons, like, it comes and goes. You just gotta, especially in this industry, man, you cannot be weak and do this. You can't.
Yeah.
You have to be strong-willed. Because there's going to be periods of 6-8 months, a year. You went a year and a half without a show, bro.
Yeah.
It happens. It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta be mentally strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only way you get mentally strong is through trials and tribulations, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
That first year I experienced that low, and I was thinking about quitting. I experienced what it was like. So now it came back around. I was able to handle myself better.
Yeah.
And conduct myself in a better manner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're truly, if you're doing this to turn it into a business, I'm sorry, there's never not something to do. Because
sure.
when I was not booked the first 4 months of this year, I worked on my website.
Yeah.
I learned new editing techniques on Lightroom. You know, like, there's literally always something to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you're slow, just utilize your time. Create other ways.
Research.
Yeah, do other stuff. You know what I mean? Never give up on your passion. Lose your passion.
Yeah.
Always revert back to it. But if you're in a slow period, you're in a slow period. Just stay strong and focus on something else. That's it. Because there's always something to do.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What about you, Life?
And
what are some things you try to do
to like get through like a dry season?
Yeah.
dry season? Things
Just
that
dry
going slow.
spell, yeah.
Not going
Or,
viral and stuff like that. I don't really care. I mean, yeah, like I do
It'd be
want
nice, but I don't give a fuck
I
either,
do want
dude.
my stuff to go viral, but like I'm
Yeah.
not like super
Shit.
like hyper fixated on it anymore. I just remain consistent. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if something gets 5 views, it'll catch later. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, consistency is another thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's huge, man. It really is.
Yeah.
Being consistent is huge.
Yeah.
And always
And-
wanting to be better at your craft. You know what I mean?
And you can use that time to amplify your brand. Like what can you be doing to what can you add in to make it better, to make it stand out more, to make everything pop, and just work at it. You know what I mean? Like even if you do have a dry season, like could be 6 months, could be like 2 years, God forbid.
Yeah.
Could be a month. Just use that time to just keep learning.
Yeah.
And learn new skills. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to use the time wisely. It's how you use it.
No, it
You know,
really
if you
is,
just
man.
sit on
It's
your
all about
hands.
perspective, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
It really, dude, life is all about perspective. People are like, oh, I have no bookings, blah, blah. Other people are like, yo, I have no bookings. Sweet. Let me rebuild my whole website, dude.
Yeah. That's
You know what I mean?
that's
Literally, it's about
yeah.
perspective, dude.
Mhm.
Literally, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I've been doing kind of
And like
recently.
use that time to rest too.
Yeah, definitely,
gotta
You know
dude.
what I mean?
Definitely, bro. I'm so glad. Dude, had I not rest, bro, and it was at this point, man, I'm already exhausted, Jay.
Yeah.
And I'm already 1 month in. I'm just my first busy month in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I still got 2.5 more to go, dog.
Yeah. It's like I'm waiting for that rest again.
No, I'm excited. I love it.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. But yeah, I think what was I gonna say?
What about you, though?
I try to trust the process a little bit and just understand this maybe not be the time for it, and kind of adding to what you guys said,
that's huge too, dude.
I've updated, I've added some things to, both the podcast to my music stuff as far as the website, researching SEOs, trying to kind of advance that kind of thing, those kind of things. And, again, doing that certain research and adding some things to it that'll, kind of add some good touches to what it is that we're doing, what I'm doing, and I've been able to, not rush, especially like writing music. I was getting stressed out a little bit that, dude, I'm not writing and blah, 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 blah. And, I still have stuff to write on. And I'm glad I kind of took the break in the sense, because now when I'm writing, it's just kind of flowing a little bit better. It's easier, even though I haven't done it in a little bit, but it's still coming. So
sometimes it's good to put something down and walk away from it. I'm doing a little more video work than photo so far this year. I'm doing more. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to put something down, to pick something else up. Man.
And I'm excited to write. So it doesn't I have work to do, but it doesn't feel like work. Whereas before it was constantly, dude, gotta get the song done, gotta get the song done because the music's gotta come out and people gotta, I gotta keep up with everything and keep up with the algorithm and try to get viral. And it's, nah, man, just do what you need to do. There's other things that you can do to stay relevant, stay consistent, like L.Y.F.E. said. And and just focus on that stuff. If you don't post every single day, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Just figure out, I've even looked at, okay, I haven't done 2 Cents of Faith and, consistently the way that I want to. Well, let me look at my schedule. Where can I maybe fit that in a little bit better as I've adjusted my work schedule and my workout schedule and everything else? Where can I fit, getting into the word now that I've adjusted my schedule, where, prayer, church, all those things. Maybe I just need to restructure how I'm working to make everything fit. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, yeah, so I could, if I stop stressing out for half a second, I can put this here. I can do this. Now that, we've had a couple weeks where we haven't had in-person guests. We've done a couple live ones. So, Jay, use that time to write a little bit more or work on the website or, reach out to people or, engage a little bit more through social media instead of just trying to post everything, engage and affect the algorithm that way. And just do other things than what you typically do, because one, clearly, typically what you're doing isn't necessarily working. So maybe it's time to switch it up a little bit. And that's why you have been given the time to do that.
Correct.
But like L.Y.F.E. said, don't just sit on your hands. Use that time wisely and do something.
Yeah, you have to do something. You have to. You have to. You got to keep going. You can't stop. If you stop, then you know what? You only have yourself to blame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Do you guys feel like you're, over the course of when you started to now, do you think your creative process has changed a little bit?
1,000.
As far as...
Well, the process of it, no. The skills behind it, yes. So I still sit down. I still pick out my photos. I still edit them individually. Like, I still have my process that I've kept because it's, I don't know, it's a system that works for me. Yeah, it's a elongated system, and maybe people don't get their photos as quick as they would like them. But I'm sorry, this is my process. This is the way I create art. This is how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Now I've just sharpened areas in what I do and how I do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's like tattoo artists. You eventually, that's why certain artists are able to charge thousands of dollars for a tattoo, because you're paying for the experience that they've gained, not obviously the time, but
it's time, but it's more so the experience, dude. Like, you ever hear that story where long story less long? All right.
Let's see. All right, let's count it up.
5 points.
That's what we're gonna do from now on. Every long story less long has got to be 5 points or less.
All right. Okay. All right.
No what?
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. Kid hires a mechanic for $200 an hour that can't fix the issue. All right. Old timer comes in, is there 5 minutes, charges him 20 grand, hits one bolt, and the car starts. That was 2 points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you go. Exactly.
That's what it is. It's the experience, bro. That's what you are paying for. Yes. Time. Yes. Okay. Yes. Time is worked in there. But more so, you're paying for the skills that I have.
You're paying me to be able to fix this in 5 minutes versus 2 hours or not at all.
Right.
You're on the road quicker.
Right.
So
correct.
That the value of that is much higher than you know. So take it.
That's another reason why I kind of like try to keep my prices a little low. Because I do take a little long, and I understand. You know what I mean?
Right. But there's intent. There's logical reasoning behind it. I don't want to say intent. You know, just like, I'm just gonna take my time, whatever. Right. It's just you recognize where you're at.
You want me to do my best work. This is how I have to do it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take a little bit. I'm sorry.
You know,
like yours, dude. Your video took months for us going back and forth to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's okay. Again,
But when it came out, when we were both done, both of us were happy with how it looked, and that's the ultimate goal, dude. Right there. Who cares if it took a little longer?
Right. And it's just like, you know, when you shot the first stuff for L.Y.F.E. and I for 41st Ave, you got to start somewhere, and once you go through that process, you realize, you know, what we need to work on.
Yeah.
For both of us, you know, just lines of communication, and, you know, maybe would be beneficial as far as our working process.
Right.
Maybe doing it in person may be the easier thing, which we have discussed.
It's just the timing didn't line up. You were traveling for work. I was so busy every week. Yeah. Like it literally didn't. And like, yo, you were like, yo, I'm gonna send you a video. Like, yo, we found an alternative way to make it work.
Right.
You know what I mean? We did.
Yeah. But, you know, and then now next time, you know, whether it's me, whether it's somebody else, like you can be like, okay, I know for me, this is how this process is going to work best.
Yeah.
You know, maybe, all right, we shoot the thing, and now we really need to figure out a time to sit down and work. Again, me, somebody else, whatever.
Right.
Because for my brain, this is going to work. And eventually, maybe I'll get to a point where I don't need to. You just tell me the ideas, and then I'm able to just take that and
extract it and then deliver.
And just run with
start
it.
Somewhere though.
But you got to get to that point. You got to have the practice. And again, that guy didn't just show up and able to fix a car in 5 minutes by pulling, you know, figuring it out. It took years and trial and error, and then finally he was like, okay. That's all it took the whole time, but I had to figure it out. So, you know, if you don't give people the opportunity to do that, they're never gonna to get better. And especially if you want to work with, you know, people that are close to you and like, oh, well, he's just starting out. Well, okay, but you can, again, with everything that we've talked about with our brands and stuff, if you help us,
I wouldn't be anywhere where I am, and I think in the music industry, without the people I have around me and my true day ones and day twos, dude. You know what I mean? Because I feel like those day twos are equally important as the day ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah. If you don't help us, we're never going to get to the point where you think we can be.
Right.
It's like plain and simple. Oh, I want to see you make it. Okay, well, help us.
Right.
And again, it's simple things.
Don't do it for me. You know what I mean? Definitely not. Don't do it for me. Don't give me the shortcut version. Let's do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's grind out.
Oh, excuse me. Life, you feel like things have changed a little bit as far as your process goes?
It's changed a lot. I mean, you know, the knowledge I've gained over the years is just like, I don't know, astronomical, I guess. Because like I know a hell of a lot more than I did when I first dropped my first album.
Right.
But like now I'm in a place where like if I'm thinking of doing something, like I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it out. Simple as that. Rather than like, oh, like if I, you know, convey the message this way, it's gonna get misconstrued and whatever else. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I mean, I'm detailed, but like I'm not like just like overthinking about it. I just hit the ground running and do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I'm able to, and there's people around me that, you know, is on board and can help make it happen, like let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm having more fun than I have in a while. Word. Creating. So
that's good, dude.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's important.
That's the most important thing, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can't worry about what people are gonna think, because I think there's still a huge market for how we create music, that of people that are going to like that music. And obviously you're gonna have your naysayers and all that fun stuff, but if you constantly, you know, if you're constantly afraid of what people are gonna say, you're never gonna put anything out.
Right.
Because you're gonna be like, oh, they're not gonna like it. Like you said, like, I want to make sure that I convey my message a certain way, or else these people aren't gonna like it. Well, there are gonna be, the fact of the matter is there's gonna be people that aren't gonna like it.
Yeah.
But there's also gonna be people that are gonna like it. Like I put up a clip today, yesterday when I dropped day one. Somebody I have no idea who they are. Oh, the song is dope. Where is it? I can't find it on Apple.
Right.
Don't know this person from Hole in the Wall.
Right.
Don't know where it is. Oh yeah, just errors and stuff. But here's a messenger real quick. Yo, here's like, oh my gosh, if you just type in J Faith and Mertz, you'll find it. Oh, I found it. Oh, that's cool. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to find Christian music. Oh yeah, I have other music if you want to check out Apartments. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I just downloaded Apartments.
Yeah. Dope. Thank you.
I'm gonna listen to it at work. I have time.
Dope.
Yo, shout out to you.
Love you.
That's
Thank
cool.
You've already done more than like what you already asked. You know what I mean? Like
For real.
you maybe like one thing, and now you're just like boom, 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 boom. Thank you. Hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like,
Prayers answered. Amen. Thank you.
that's literally all it takes. Literally all it takes. 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I had not even probably a less than 2-minute conversation on TikTok.
Yeah.
Already has my album, and I'm like, and that's what I told Mertz. I'm like, yo, even if it, and I have not a spoiler alert, but a spoiler. I have a song coming out called Just One. I'm like, yo, even if it's just one person, cool.
Yeah.
Like that just made I'm like, yo, for release day, that's dope.
Dude, I feel that Just One. I definitely do, dude. I fuck with that one heavy, dude.
You know what I did, Jay?
It literally is just one. If you could change just one person's life, dude.
I'm telling you.
Or not even change their life, dude. Not even change their life, bro. But to get them to open their eyes maybe to something else, dope, dude.
Yeah.
You can reach.
Yeah, it started with Pastor. When Pastor said that.
Life, but if you could reach one person's life.
Mm-hmm.
And like at a show, or like, when you actually are seeing the people that came to see you, or like maybe they don't know you yet, and they just want to see live music, like to see like a positive reaction out of all the people that are there, like even if they're like just in the back hanging chilling, like they're still applauding and stuff like that. Like that is the best feeling ever.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like to actually see like the reaction on people's faces. Maybe you make some people cry or something. It's the absolute best feeling ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but if they're just not paying attention,
I do it for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they're not paying attention, go sit next to them. Keep rapping.
Yeah. Well, I tried that to that lady, and she got scared, and I don't know what happened when we were at Panucci's. I was like, "How are you doing?" And she was like, I was like, "All right, I'm gonna just keep going and just say what's up to everybody else because you have no idea what's happening."
Yeah.
Sometimes you can walk towards somebody and then they just freeze up. They're just like.
I was like, "All right, we'll keep it going." Yeah, she panicked. She panicked hardcore.
Yeah, she did. She panicked hardcore.
It was funny, but
it was funny.
Yeah, I think for me, a little similar to what you guys have said. I think the knowledge that I've gained the knowledge I've gained has kind of changed the process a little bit, and just being more methodical and doing things better. Yeah. Better.
Yeah.
And how I release things, how I shoot videos. Working with Mertz and stuff, working with you guys. And just, understanding the processes a little bit better and learning from people, and then taking that and applying it to my processes. And then I think, the other side of the topic that we have here is, has any of it been influenced by faith? And I think for me, definitely in just, the people that I work with now, I think, what we talked a little bit off air is, the people that I work with. As far as, things that I want to be associated with, not associated with, that's definitely changed, and, things that I maybe would have wanted as a sponsorship before, I'm like, not so much, or,
not so much now.
Artists that I wanted to work with, maybe not so much, respectfully,
Right. Yeah, definitely.
It's just the path that I'm on. It has nothing to do with you. It's just the path that I'm on.
I still love you.
Yeah, 100%.
I still rock with you.
And music I listen to and stuff like that. But as far as like, my process and things, definitely have a different process, really thinking about things, praying on things, and making sure that it's where it needs to be, making sure that my mind is not focused on the wrong things when doing something, and making sure my intentions and my heart are aligned correctly when doing them. Because sometimes we get caught up a little bit and we're just like, I'm just gonna ask this person so that I can pop off type of deal, instead of being like, no, like let's make sure this is a mutual thing,
right,
and everybody benefits. There's not one above the other,
exactly.
And
we're all equals here.
Don't make it just about you, Jay.
We're all bleeding the same color red. You know what I mean, dude?
Starts blue, turns red.
And just let it happen naturally. Like if you feel like you have to force, whatever, to, be able to work with someone that you've may have been dreaming to work with. But I mean, if it happens, it happens, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I used to do that. I would just reach out to people because I was like, oh, maybe if I get in with this person, things will take off.
Yeah.
But then without looking at it and being like, is this person even relative to your like brand and everything else? And then like they would respond and they would like kind of fact check me a little bit and be like, yeah, I just don't see how like we would work respectfully. Again, respectfully, I don't see how we would work. And I was like, you know what? You are absolutely right.
I'm sorry for making myself look like a jackass, dude. Yeah.
Like, and then I'm just sitting there reflecting, Jay, like, what are you thinking? That had
nothing to do with anything
foolish.
That you wanted to do.
And you just wasted people's time.
Right.
You know, even a small portion, but time is, you know. But I'm just like, yeah. So I think just being smarter about things, obviously putting God first in everything, and has affected my process. And doing things that way. So for me, because, you know, like Life said, you know, we're trying to make sure that we aren't focusing on, you know, the algorithm or
it's hard though, not
getting the money side of it.
It's hard not focusing on the algorithm, dude. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, numbers are down, dude. All right, but like, it's just
the era that we're in.
It's just tough. I just don't fixate on it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like obsessed about the likes and the numbers. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, this is a good one, bro. Like, this is gonna get a couple hundred views, and I get like 50 views. And I'm like, I thought that would have done better, dude. Fuck.
So sometimes it's not within our control. Like whatever platform we're on, like depending on like what it is. So like a lot of the time they just make like constant changes. As to like what shows up in people's algorithms. And it's just something internal that we have no control over. You know what I mean? No matter how many hashtags we're using, how like,
I don't
no
use
matter
one
how much we're
hashtag or
promoting
anything,
it,
bro. I just put it out there, dude, and it's, you know what? I leave it up to God, dude. People that's meant to reach, it'll reach. Dude.
Yeah, it's just like what Life said with, like, you know, putting out music and stuff. Like, I'm just gonna put it out. If it hits, if it gets 200, if it gets 50, I'm trying, you know, again, like you said, I'm trying not to think of the numbers, even though they are in the back of my head. But I'm gonna just get it out there. The right people will hear it, and that's that, and we'll just keep it moving forward. Because if I focus too much on that, if I focus on trying to make money, which, you know, again, that's something that I've been trying to work on, is trying not to focus so much on the money making process. You know, like, you know, I gotta figure out how to make money off my t-shirts, how to make money off of, you know, sales on streams, or, you know, how can I bring in the income?
10K before November.
Like it's a real thing, man. And
dope,
that'd be fucking sweet. Be life changing for me.
No, I feel you.
Business made 10K, dude. Get all new real quick, dude.
Right?
But yeah, I've been trying to, again, one of those processes that I'm trying to just kind of reframe and just trust the process that's happening, and not focus so much on, you know, making sure that the money's coming in. Because when I did stop, like, things shifted, you know, and I think I was thinking a little bit clearer, you know, revamping, you know, just kind of like, okay, look at like what you're doing. Like, are you posting enough? Like, so I had somebody even saying, because I was like, dude, like, I'm kind of struggling. I haven't had sales for Have More Faith in a little bit, and, you know, I'm trying to figure out what to do. And he was just like, well, like, you know, what's your posting like? You know, are you even being active? And I was like, you know what, like, I'm really not.
Then there you go.
I was trying, you know, I'm trying not to, you know, it's a balance of, you know, I'm trying not to be so focused on just like, I gotta post to stay with the algorithm, but at the same time, you want your business to take off. You gotta put it in front of people. Put it in front of people.
As much as I hate caring about the numbers, I have to care on some level, dude. I have to. Some level. It needs to grab my attention, dude. Shit. This one only got 50. All right. What did I do wrong on it? Why? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is it the time? Is it hashtags?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now with TikTok, dude. You know what I mean? I've been posting during the morning, and it's like 150, 200. I'm like, all right.
That's like the standard, though.
But I was like, yo, let me post at lunchtime. Nah, we ain't posting at lunchtime tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do tomorrow night. You know what I mean? We'll try tonight, dude. See what happens.
But I think that's a standard, because without looking for it, I was getting a lot of TikToks that were, or ads and stuff of, oh, are you stuck in the 200s? I feel there's some sort of thing that
It's
is
not
in
that.
there
It's
that
not that.
stops it,
It's not
you
that.
know,
No, it is. It is.
from getting
It's the
higher.
same thing. Like, yo, once you hit like 1,500 on Instagram, dude, you start getting a couple hundred views. You know what I mean, dude? Like, I'm still in the low hundreds on my shit. Some of my shit flops, dude. And it baffles me, bro, because it's like, dog, I have 3,500 followers. How do I have 5 views on this? Dude?
Yeah.
Like, well, that's...
It's gotta hit somebody. But I think, you know, like I said, I've done some research, and I think part of it is like engaging in some of the posts. So what I've been trying to do, again, without getting too crazy and doom scrolling, is, well, what I do too is, I don't know if you know, if you go to like Instagram, right, and then you go to like, you click the actual Instagram part, and I hit following, so that it slims it down a little bit to people that are obviously following, and then just gets me a little bit closer. So then I'll start commenting on stuff, and it kind of filters in, you know, because then I've had people, like, as soon as I've commented or even just looked at their story and reacted to their story, they'll in turn, like, relatively soon,
look at your shit,
either like it, comment, or whatever, and I'm like, oh, okay, so there kind of is something to it, but I just don't want to, because I just don't want to get sucked into it, where
that's
you know,
what it is.
Like, all right,
I don't want to get fixated on it, dude. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I want to get to the point where I can just pay somebody to get fixated on it, dude. Just post.
Right.
I don't care. Tell me what kind of content's hitting at what type of day, and I'll just make it happen.
Right.
You know what I mean, bro?
Because I just don't want to get stuck, like, doing the work, like, let me put 20 minutes of time into doing it, and then all of a sudden it turns into an hour and a half because I start doom scrolling. It's like, no, I want to. So I don't know if I maybe just, as I'm doing that, literally just put a timer on my phone. 20 minutes. Timer goes off, just stop. Wherever you're at, if you don't reach your 5 or whatever, however many goal benchmark that you set that you want to do, if you don't reach that point, just let it fall. Because if you don't, you're going to end up getting fixated on it, and you know, you could be using that time to write or update the website or record, whatever, and you just wasted it scrolling, because I've done that, and I'm like, I'm such a could have wrote
1,000%.
or edited a photo or something, just something other than this. So trying to focus on that.
I've heard Gary V say, like, you know, if you have something, like, just put it out, no matter what time it is. You know what I mean?
I love Gary V. Gary V's a fucking man. Shout out to Gary V, dude.
He's the truth, man.
I wish I could kiss that man on the forehead, dude. No homo. But I really do, dude.
Right.
He's amazing.
He does not hold back. You know what I mean? So, like, that's how I go about it now as well. You know what I mean? Because my numbers are hella down. But I mean, then again, I'm going through like a name change.
He was another one, dude. He didn't make his first meal until he was like 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, you ever see that video, dude? It's a chick with the glasses, right? She got glasses on, and he's talking to her, and she said, like, I want to be somebody one day. And he was like, you are somebody now. And she just lost it. And I was like, yo, that's why Gary V's the man, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember that video.
Changed that girl's life, bro, with those 2 words, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're already somebody. Just people don't recognize it.
You are. You are somebody. To somebody, you are somebody. You may not be somebody to yourself. And I think that's where we need to get to, is obviously, like, and that's what Gary Vee was trying to say. You know what I mean? More like, you are somebody. You need to believe in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's like what we were talking about last week, where it's, you know, you don't need a title to tell you who you are.
Right.
You know, you're already somebody.
Right.
You know, just do the work.
Yeah.
You know, and people will see that.
Yeah.
There are people that see it.
Yeah.
They may not always say something.
That's why I hate that question. When you go on, like, on a different pod or whatever, and they're like, yo, so who is J Faith? Who is Crispy? It's like, I fucking hate this question, dude, because I don't know who I am. I literally don't know. I'm 36 years old. I don't know. I got a couple bullet points.
Yeah. I'm still working on myself.
That's about it.
You know, I'm still working on
I got a
myself.
couple bullet points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's about it, bro.
Still working on this guy over here. Still trying to figure, you know. I mean, I'm still growing and
learning. If you ask me who L.I.F.E. is, like, you're looking at him right now.
Yeah,
like,
answer that question. That's hard, bro.
This is me.
That's hard to answer that question. You know what I mean? Who are you?
Yeah. There's so many layers. It's, you know, it's not to reference Shrek, but it's like onions.
Dude,
there's so many layers to it.
Humans are onions, bro.
Yeah, it's like which side of Jay do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the business side of Jay? Do you want to hear the personal side of Jay? Do you want to hear the trauma side of Jay? Because there's a lot of pieces
multiple
to it.
People.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're
not,
saying
though.
the faith,
I'm
you know,
not.
the faith J,
Yeah, exactly. Like, what
not
do
the
you want?
J faith, but the faith J.
The fifth J.
You know, there's just
I
different
hate
pieces.
that question. Who are you?
Mm.
Fucking soul trapped in a human's body. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
That's who I am, dude. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
fuck?
I mean, I
don't mean that in like a suicidal way. I'm not gonna kill myself or nothing. I'm not doing depressed or suicide or anything. It's like a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm just in someone's flesh for the fucking time being.
Yeah.
I'd rather be home where I belong.
Right.
You know what I mean,
Facts,
dude?
facts.
Like that's
Jesus
what I
God.
meant it by. I don't want like people to be like,
Yeah.
because I have lately, like, so I've been doing an inspirational thing on TikTok.
Yep.
Right?
Super dope. Super dope. I dig it.
I appreciate. This is how you know you got two dog homies, dude. I've had several homies. Yo, you okay? Like, yeah, I'm Gucci, bro. You know what I mean? I'm good, dude. I don't know. Like, I just feel like putting out inspirational content. I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna use my TikTok for. I haven't been using it for a certain reason. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I finally figured it out. And that's what I'm doing.
There you
But
go.
it's like, oh, people are seeing it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, they're like, you all right? Yeah, I'm good, dude.
Gucci hanging in
So
there.
I meant it strictly in the spiritual way that I'm just here in the flesh until I go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's if I go home. Who knows?
Just
They may
keep
run out
working.
of grace that day.
Just keep working. Just
That's
keep working. Keep working. Keep working. Keep working.
all you can do.
You'll
Just
get
keep
there.
going. That's all you can do is keep pushing forward. That's it. That's literally the answer to life, dude.
Mhm.
No matter what fucking happens, at the end of the day, just keep pushing forward
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
and putting the work in.
Yeah. You gotta put the work.
You gotta put the work. God's not gonna give you a blessing, dude, if he doesn't see you putting the work in.
Oh yeah. Like why?
You know what I mean?
Laziness is horrible.
So bad, dude.
Says it. It's
So bad, dude.
like
So
don't
bad.
be lazy. It literally says don't be lazy.
I mean, it's nice sometimes, but don't make it a habit.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's taking a break, and then there's just being like, you know what? I have the time, I have the space,
Right.
I can do something, but
Right.
you know what? I'm choosing not to.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that for a very long
Long
extended
time.
period of time.
No.
There's your laziness, and
Yes.
that is a problem.
Yes.
It's good to take a break. You said it earlier.
Yeah.
It's good to take breaks. You need to
take
pause.
breaks, dude. You do. You need to take breaks. You definitely do. Even in these next like 2.5 months, dude. There's a couple dates in between where me and mom are going to concerts.
There you go.
Those are my break days.
Yeah.
I can go cut loose with mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go see bare naked ladies, like hang out. Yeah. Go out, get some food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Relax. You need that relaxed time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You need it.
100%. Facts.
At the end of the day, dude,
Lately, I've been on like a
shit can wait.
productive laziness, I guess, because like on my day, on my days off, like I don't do much at all really,
Yeah.
but like I'm still like making content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even that is important because I found myself doing that. And at first I thought, oh no, I'm not working. I'm not doing things, but it just circled right back. I needed that break. I needed to kind of dial back in and look at things. And
Yeah.
you're able to make content and things look a little different and that'll pick up speed. That'll pick up traction and eventually things will go where they need to go. But taking that break again, we've said it before. People think it's a bad thing, and
God could literally be like, "You look tired, man. You know what? I'm gonna give you a little break for a little bit," and you'd be like, "Oh, why am I not getting any bookings?"
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because it's God's plan, bro. Figure it out.
Right.
What do you do something else with your time? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
he's maybe like, I want you to
Right.
work on
But
something.
then at a later time, you'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
there's something here. Oh, hey,
Breaks
there's another
are
thing
important.
here. Oh,
Breaks are
hey, there's
so
another thing
important,
here. You
man.
know?
Yep.
Breaks are so important. You can't go 24/7. You can go 24/7, but you can't go 24/7. You
Yeah.
need to go 24/7, but you can't go 24/7.
Yeah. Facts.
Everyone's gonna tell you have to go 24/7,
Yeah, they
but
will.
you can't go 24/7.
Nope.
Eventually, your body fucking breaks down, and it's like, yo, I'm exhausted. I'm done.
Yeah.
I am done. Now you're sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what happens, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why do you think when artists come back, dude, they go get the IVs and the salines and all that shit, dude, to replenish all the shit that they lost?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the body is beat and exhausted.
Mhm.
Facts. Big facts.
Eventually, you need a break.
Yeah. Do we care about meaningful lyrics nowadays? You feel like that's like out the window?
I'm kind of 50-50 with it, but I mean, like, if I'm gonna latch on to something, yeah, I still care about like meaningful lyrics, of course.
Yeah, I think like the industry too. So like yourself, and then do you think the industry? Both perspectives. So, like, do you think the industry cares anymore? And
No.
then do
The
you?
industry doesn't
The
care.
only thing
No,
the
absolutely
industry,
not.
the only thing the industry cares, I don't give a fuck. Fucking blackball me, whatever, dude. Fucking block all my shit. I don't care. The only thing they care about is how many views you get before they even come to you, dude.
Mhm.
That's all they give a fuck about, bro. Is your traction and what you've done.
Yeah.
And they take it from you and they rip it and they throw it on the ground and stomp on in front of you.
Like no matter who the person is, like if they can make him a shit ton of money, like that's who
You know
they
what I
want.
mean?
You know what I mean? That's why they want your
crazy.
views.
Yeah.
They don't care what your music sounds like. Look at that mumble rap shit, dude. Do you think they care about lyrics? No.
Yeah.
You got these people mumbling, bro. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you can't even hear them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then you got other artists that are just, I don't know, they like literally make no sense in what they're saying.
Yeah. No, you're
They're
right.
not even words, do to answer, do I think the industry cares about lyrics? No, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They literally care about how can we polish this and make it consumable? That's the only thing they care
Yeah.
about. Dude.
For us to make money.
That's the only thing they care about.
Yeah. And by us, I mean the label or
Right. The industry.
whoever is
the
the industry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, I mean, I care about meaningful music as far as lyrics go and everything, but it's hard to find music now. Like, I have no idea.
It's hard to find lyricists these days.
I have
There's a difference.
no idea what's happening on the outside.
There's
Really.
a
I mean, I
difference.
still listen to music, but it's gone from like this to this just because there's nobody
Dude,
doing anything.
if it's not one of the podcasts or my own personal playlist, okay, it's the Christian playlist you sent me.
Word.
That's literally
Gotta
like those
update
are the
that one.
three options.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll go on like YouTube music and like listen to like old shit or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's literally my playlist, which has like 400 songs on it.
Nice.
Okay, your playlist, which
Yep.
is whatever, and then like a pod. That's it. That's my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My circle of listening.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
I used to listen to everything.
Yeah. Same.
Everything. dude.
Same. Speaking of that, small plug, which we haven't shared, and I've been meaning to share it, is we have our Spotify playlist
Yes, we do.
Right, man.
for the Right Mind podcast. Remember, we have our Spotify playlist. Our guests that have been on that are artists.
Yeah.
Got your guys' music on our playlist, so be sure to check that out. Showing you guys some love, trying to
Yeah.
give back to y'all.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We'll definitely kind of showcase that a little bit more because we want to make sure that people connect with you. But that is just a small token of us and trying to, just be supportive of our wonderful friends that have come on the podcast. But you just reminded me, and I was just like, I got to make sure I plug that.
No, it's a good plug, dude.
So I'll
Go
make sure.
check it out. Peep it out, man. I didn't even know we had it. I forgot. I knew, but I forgot.
Yeah, because I know we were putting it together and everything, and then, but I'll make sure I put it in our link tree and all that other stuff so people can tap in and check out the music. People that have
Put
been
it
on
in the
here.
description or some shit. You know
Yeah.
For this.
All the above. Link tree and description will do all of the things.
All of them.
Speaking of music, what are all right, as we're kind of wrapping up, what are you guys got your songs?
I got songs.
Did you read the message?
I do. Yes, I did read the message, Jay. All
And
right.
I was gonna say too, because I know you've been listening to a lot more podcasts. So I was gonna say, if you are, whether it's music or maybe
Can I do both?
podcasts.
Can I do both?
That's what I was saying.
Can I do both? Because like right now it's been kind of like equally like 50-50 between the both.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was
You know
actually
mean?
gonna
So I'm
message
gonna
you.
do both. All right.
Anybody want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
And then make sure you send these so I can.
Let me get it right out of the way, dude. Dismiss.
You gonna
All
rip,
right.
you gonna rip all three?
First, yeah, I'm gonna go podcast first. All right. First things
All right.
first. I never miss past this pod in the morning.
Bread and beans.
Bread and beans.
Beans for breakfast.
Beans for
is L.F.E. would
breakfast,
say.
baby. Get it.
Beans
nuts.
for
Don't-
breakfast. Shout out.
I was driving here and I was like, literally bread and beans. It's bread and beans, not beans and breakfast. It's bread. You know what I mean? Dude, I was repeating to myself. So lately it's been obviously that because I listen to it every morning. And then Echo started a podcast and it is called I'm Not Sick, But I'm Not Well. And it's great, dude. It really is. I've watched a couple episodes on there and yeah, just check it out. It's deep, dude. He goes deep into like traumas and stuff for people, like, because obviously he's dealt with that his whole life. But yeah, and then you can never go wrong with the Joe Rogan Experience.
you
Never
go.
go wrong with Joe Rogan, man.
Word.
Definitely not. And then for music, 3 songs right now, I would say I don't know, man. Let's do
You want to come back to you?
Shake the Tree by JZac.
Okay.
It's off his new album, Breakfast with Jerry, or
Got the hat
Jerry's
on.
Breakfast or whatever. Yeah, rocking the hat.
Got the
JZac,
hat
baby.
on. What's up?
That's my dog. He ain't my dog. I don't really know him like that, but that's my dog. He puts out good music. I like him. And then let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just Born Again Christian by who is he? Chuckey Ellis. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay.
It's a good song. It's
I'll
he
check
did a remix to that song, Everybody in the Bar Get Tipsy. Not that song, the country version of it. The what is it? A bar song. Tipsy by Shabuzi or Shababe.
Shabuzi.
Yeah, Shabuzi. So he did like a remix to it by like being a Christian.
Oh, okay.
And like it's
he flipped
wicked
it.
Awesome, dude.
Word.
Wicked awesome. And North of Richmond is always a good song.
By
By
never heard that
Oliver
either.
Anthony. You've never heard of it?
No.
Yeah, you have.
No.
There's no way you have not.
Don't get us muted.
Dude, I'll play it.
Play it after.
Yeah.
Pause it. Save it.
I will.
Save it.
You haven't heard of Richmond, North of Richmond?
No.
I've been selling my soul. No,
No.
never.
Mhm.
Oh, dude. All right. Just for streaming purposes, I'm not going.
We'll do it off here. I got you.
But those are my 3. Well, my 6.
That's fair.
Life.
That's fair. I'll throw some pods
No,
out
I'm
too.
just kidding, dude.
Life, you good?
I haven't listened to a whole lot of music lately, but I mean, I'll just name like the first 3 songs that I have liked in my Spotify, like the first recent ones.
Yeah.
One,
Like your go-tos.
one being J-Face Day One.
Hey, let's go.
That was not a plug. Like that wasn't planned.
No, it's not bad. I had no idea.
That's just something I've probably played it like 3 times
You know what I
today.
mean?
Dope. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support.
The next one is King of My Castle by JZac.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next one is Not Supposed to Be.
JZac getting mad love,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
There you
That's
go.
my dog right there, dude.
The next one is Not Supposed to Be Here by Token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't listened to his new album yet. I haven't had
either.
the time. I feel like it's gonna be like very just like you need to just be able to sit and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be
get
like
that.
driving down the highway. Listen, like I feel like I need to like if I'm gonna listen to Token's new album, I feel like I at least need to give it the respect I feel like it deserves.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the
Feel it.
reels that he's come out with about the album, and it's like this is some deep stuff. Dude.
It is,
like,
dude, it
You know
is.
what I mean? So I want to make sure.
He was talking about some label stuff.
I want to make sure that I'm definitely have enough time to absorb it.
Yeah.
And truly hear what he's saying. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
listened to most of that album. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like it would take me a few listens to like
Yeah.
really like absorb it fully.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean?
It's definitely one of
Another
those
album
albums.
I'll fucking list off right now is like Russ's new album, Wild.
Yeah?
It slaps, dude. There's not one bad song on
No?
there. It's so good.
That's what's up.
And like it's been a while since I've felt that way about an album.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
yo,
feel that.
like this is
Yeah.
I
I
seek
get
that
that.
more. And
Russ is an animal, dude.
yeah.
He's a beast, bro.
He
Much
really
respect
is.
to that man right there, dude.
As far as like YouTube stuff, I've latched on to like 2819 Church.
Yeah.
You know, every Sunday
Yeah.
I put that on.
Bro, dude.
I'll tune into
Man,
your
he's
services
amazing,
too.
dude. He's amazing, bro. He really is. Pastor Philip is amazing.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
deliverance, dude. It's just he's so passionate about it, dude. I'm not saying other like pastors out there
Yeah.
aren't. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like just so they're like the people listening have a perspective. Like he's very powerful.
He makes you feel that. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Definitely.
You usually I'll like watch like half of yours and then like you know the other half of like a 2819
Yeah.
live thing, and then I'll watch another video, and then it just
Yeah.
trickles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get into my pods first. I got a couple pods here.
Joe Budden podcast.
No, actually, it's been no. It's actually been a minute since I've. I
Really?
don't know. It's one of those things. I don't know if it's the walk. Just like you,
Could just be the season.
you just hear things
Could
and
be
like
the
just
walk,
the way
too.
you hear it.
Yeah.
It just sounds different,
done it,
even
dude.
though it's been things that you've.
Dude, I've been listening to it. Even like, yo, I'll say, I don't even know, like one podcast, I'll listen to it. It's like, yeah, click.
Yeah.
Like, I like this person, but I'm
Mhm.
not like, I don't want to listen to what the person he has on is saying because like it's
Mhm.
hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So my first one is, so this is a I guess you could say a work colleague of mine. She works at BGCA national office. She has a podcast. It's called The Real Mama Pod. And I mean, they talk about motherhood, but they have guys that come on too as well. But the conversations that they have are really like interesting and engaging, and it's definitely a good listen. I've listened to one episode so far. It was really good. They had some lady on there that she lives like a mobile life, if she will.
Yeah.
If I heard it correctly, I think she has like a home base, but then most of like where she lives and stuff is like like she has like a mobile home and stuff. So like she does, that's how she's like raising her kids, and she was explaining why. And
That
all
mobile
that
life is really taking off, bro. Like, yo, let's turn this bus into a house. You know what I mean, dude?
Yeah. And it was interesting. So I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I do. So 2819 puts their stuff on Apple Podcasts.
Yes, I do.
So that's another one that I'll check out. And then, I mean, I do George Janko podcast.
I love
as
George
always.
Janko.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, I love him, dude. He just who did he just have on? And I was like, oh, this is crazy. I can't remember.
They have Jeff Wittick, but he's had a couple. He's had Hulvey on recently.
Yeah.
He's also had Forrest Frank.
Forrest Frank, that's the one I watched. That was an amazing
was
episode, dude. That was amazing.
I gotta tap into that
so
one.
It was amazing.
good. He was talking the Forrest Frank. He was talking about some dude that came into his house and he like cast demons out, like
bro.
unintentionally, but he did it. And I was like, yo,
crazy, dude,
bro. And then if I want a good laugh, I know this is 4. I listen to the You Should Know pod.
Okay,
Super funny. You've probably seen like clips on TikTok.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's super. If I want to get a good laugh, again, I try to be mindful of what I'm taking in, but if I want to get kind of a good fair laugh in there, that's where I'll go.
I think George Janko is my favorite for sure, because you can't watch just one episode. Like I always get like sucked in, like
I can't listen to his
one
episodes. I have to physically watch it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even like Spotify, I have to physically watch it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I don't know what it is about that. Any other podcast I can just put on and listen to. His, I have to have the video and watch. I don't know why. I
think there's a visual aspect to it where it sucks you in more.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
I'll get through one episode and then I'll just let it play. You know what I mean?
Facts. And then I do have 3 songs. So first one, Let Go, Let God, the Anthems by Brenno, Sun, and K Diamond. Second one is Walk by Hulvey and Lucre. And then third one, KB just dropped this Keanu song. Slaps, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what this is. I thought, but it's like KB all over it. I think Keanu probably produced it. I haven't like done research on it yet. But KB's all over it, but he just crushes it. My favorite was Let Go, Let God. KB has a bar in there because when the Israel escapes Egypt and then they want to create the golden calf and stuff. So he's like, oh, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, oh, like, they want calves. He's like, I'm burning calves like ellipticals. And I was like, oh man, like my lyrical brain just was like the whole bar itself, along with the one preceding it. I was like, this dude's crazy. Such a good bar. Yeah. So Let Go, Let God, Walk, and Keanu's song. Like Keanu, I think it's spelled like Keanu Reeves. I don't know. But yeah, super good. Slaps.
I've been making more Christian-based songs. I mean, not that I hadn't, like, in the past, but like I don't know.
Is that on purpose, or did you just naturally find yourself doing it?
I just naturally find myself doing it.
Yeah?
You know what I mean?
Without like even thinking about it, you just started making music. It just kind of worked its way into it, right?
Yeah.
God's amazing, man. I love God. He's so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I like when we did Better Than Nothing.
Yeah.
It was, that was super dope. And I was like, oh man, it's just because when you asked me to do it, not that I was like wasn't gonna do it if it was like directed in a different direction, but I was just like, it just fit perfectly with where I was at, the music that I wanted to create. And you were like, yeah, like Better Than Nothing, God, and this and that, and everything that was in it. And I was like,
perfect.
Say less.
It came out natural. I wasn't even like intending, like, you know what I mean? And that's just who I am, man. I'm a good Christian fellow.
Even my lyrics, when I put it together, it was just like eyes closed, rather diamond. I was like,
Yeah.
Done. Like flow, everything was just like, oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good. Love it, man. Any final thoughts before we kick this thing out of here?
Yeah.
Let's see now.
The grass ain't always greener on the other side.
You're
The grass is green where you water it, my guy.
Yeah.
Top that.
I had something, but I forgot.
Top that. Bitch. Mic drop. Mic drop. I'll place it down.
No, don't pull a life.
No, I'm gonna place it down. I'm gonna place it down.
At the same level that we're on the rise, you're also on the rise. So all of us
Yes.
together, we on the rise.
We're on the rise, baby.
Do not forget that.
You're
What about you, Jay?
It ain't just Brandy.
What you got?
Live it.
man, I just God bless everybody,
God
man.
bless everybody,
just
baby.
love everybody. Just have more love, man. Have more faith. That's all I can say. Just God bless. Keep your head up. Keep pushing forward. Like
There we
we've been
go.
talking about. That's all I can say. That's all I got for y'all.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, sir.
I want to appreciate everybody that's been tuning in
Yes,
or
definitely.
watching this later on. I know we got somebody that's watching right now, so I appreciate you.
You guys are amazing.
Be sure to share this out to everybody. We appreciate it so much. But until next time, my name is Jay Faith. We got
Life on the rise.
and we also got
It's your boy Crispy.
and this is the Right Mind Pod. We'll catch y'all next time.
What's up?